Joining us now is Mr. Leonard Armenia. He's the CEO of a company called SinFit Nutrition. They are a subsidiary of GenTech Holdings Incorporated. GTEH is their stock symbol. Leonard, welcome back to the program.
Thanks for having me again.
Now, I saw you announced on Tuesday another new international client. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so we've actually received a couple different ones, but the big one is our Singapore client. They basically cover Singapore, the Philippines, several other people within Asia. They distribute to thousands of stores throughout there. They placed an initial order, and then right as we were getting ready to pack everything, they came back and said, hey, we actually need to add to the order. So now we're in the process of waiting for them to come back to us with the additional products that they want for the order. So it's really great for us to see. Singapore does not take a lot of different brands. So we're lucky enough to have a great international rep, our VP of International, Scott Roseman, and he just has the great connections for us.
Well, you're busy in the warehouse packing orders right now, aren't you?
That's right. You know, it's all hands on deck when you're doing this. It's, you know, throw on whatever you can and get down here and start packing orders with the warehouse team, and just to get these orders out. We're out here packing our order for the Middle East and getting that out the door. So it's just been kind of some crazy times for us.
Well, mentioning that, you had a $70,000 order from the United Arab Emirates as well last month. Is that going out the door yet? And what's the long-term relationship likely to be there?
Yeah, so that is actually scheduled for pickup for next week. And just because it takes a long time for them to get us a container that will actually fit it, it's going to be around 20 pallets of product. And the other thing we had to do with them is we have to especially sticker each individual product with a sticker that has their language on it as to when the expiration date and some different things like that. But yeah, I mean, it's been great. They've actually have committed to us that they want to do in the next 12 months, $1 million in business. And the reason for that is their hope is that they can get some type of exclusivity with us in their territory. So they're making a big commitment to us. We should actually be receiving another order for them within the next, I think, 2 to 3 weeks. Should be not quite as big as that one. It's going to be for some of the new products, but they wanted to break it up into 2 different container loads.
So internationally, things are going well. How about the domestic market? How's that going?
Domestic market's going great. We just got 2 orders in for our 2 big Amazon sellers, XSN and Silver Fitness. So they are really going to start pushing us back again on Amazon. Europa actually is in the process of updating all the orders that they had. They had some pending POs due to some back order situations that we've had, but they basically came through, canceled those ones, and are placing bigger POs so that they're more equipped to handle all the demand that's going on for the product right now.
I read a press release recently about a military program you're part of.
That is correct. Yeah. So through Europa Sports, we're in their military program. And basically that gives us access to a lot of the AFES stores, some of the like GNCs or other type stores that are inside of the military bases, or that offer discounts for military. And so they'll deliver us into the Army, into the Navy, and a few other different exchanges that is really hard to get into. And so we were lucky enough that Harold Vaca, our VP of domestic sales, has such a great relationship with Europa that he was able to convince them to allow us to become a big part of that program. So we're really excited about that.
Now, you mentioned back orders a couple of minutes ago. Are the inventory pressures starting to reduce?
They are. We are starting to get some reduction on that. It's great. We got 37,000 pounds of syrup in last week. So that was fun unloading that truck, but things are really starting to roll now. We're kind of getting full steam ahead. We have our bars coming in next week, and our pancakes are getting ready to run. Our waffles are getting ready to run. So everything's starting to pick up again as kind of things open up. They're starting to allow a lot of these manufacturers to be able to run multiple shifts, which was the problem in the past, is they were only running one. So we are starting to get some relief there, which is great. The hard part for me is making sure that I'm keeping up with that demand that we have out there. And it's hard to forecast that because the growth has been so exponential right now.
You know, a lot of companies are starting to use and make use of social media influencers. How's your strategy going with that?
It's going great. We have, of course, I talked about last time, we have Michael Giovanni, who's big for us. He's a bodybuilder and he loves the product, just absolutely adores the product. So we have him really pushing us, and we've been getting new requests. We have a couple military officers or also police officers who compete in different, whether it's fitness or, Sparta type runs. And they're really starting to push the product out for us as well. We actually just, without us even contacting, we found out Tisha Torres, who fights in the UFC, posted something on her story and tagged us in it, showing how much she loved the pancakes and our syrup for her camp that she has coming up for her fight. So our plan is really going well. We're in the process of discussing things with NSF for Sport. Our manufacturer of our pancakes is NSF for Sport certified. And once we get that certification, we'll be able to start selling into a lot of the athletes that are pros. They can take our products, know that they're safe products, and they can use them and really start pushing it on social media as well.
Going back to supply, when do you anticipate your production line issues to dissipate? And what's that going to do for your online sales?
Yeah, so I think that we got another 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll be able to close on pretty much everything. I ordered a lot of product to get us through all this, and I've already got new orders in for the next wave coming through. So it's really going to enhance our online sales. It's going to enhance all of our distribution, retail sales, everything, because we'll now have everything in stock that everybody wants.
Would you say that meeting demand's been your biggest challenge?
It has been. I mean, since taking over, with the fact that there was COVID happening and the former owners, they kind of stepped back a little bit. But with us, we're going full steam ahead, hired a great sales team in. So the just demand has been really hard to keep up with. But it's, it's a good problem when you wake up and your info box has 300 emails saying, hey, when's the back order over? When can I get, now is maple syrup in stock? Will my order ship out? It's great to have that problem, in my opinion.
SinFit Nutrition, subsidiary of GenTech Holdings Incorporated. The stock symbol is GTEH. Leonard, great update. Congratulations on your success. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us, and have a great day.